applies to that last entry on that
That's
form.
right.
Right.
That's right.
That's the only one that's
That's
being
the only one.
requested to
Yeah,
write
no,
off.
I
We all,
no,
okay.
I understand that, but for a reason, it says no response to collection letter.
Right, so why,
It's kind
That's
of
not a
like,
good
Right.
enough reason.
there's no
That's
backup.
not a good enough reason.
Could be, and I'm not familiar with this particular situation, but in certain cases, the individual is deceased. Could be that
yeah, well, then, if we had a reason, then we,
Yeah,
it
sure.
just doesn't show up.
Well,
Right,
I
so-
guess in that particular instance, that there was probably a personal conversation between the chief and the individual that drives by their door.
it could, all right, so we'll get back to the chief. and-
On that one, yeah.
We'll just hold off on waiving the two? Or do you want us to waive the one?
I think the first two
The
charges
first two.
are appropriate, and you have the backup
Yeah,
that's been
right.
signed by the
Right.
individual.
I agree.
I crossed to that initial that.
That'd be fine.
Okay. Yes. Just modify the,
Well, there's no total, there's,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Mr. Chairman, I move to write off the following ambulance bills in accordance with the Hill-Burton standards. Incident number NR 5-1815, run number 166075 for $94.74. And incident number NR 5723, run number 65117 for $90.64.
Second.
motion by Mr. Yule,
We're in sync.
seconded by Mr. Vino.
Official.
All in favor?
Aye.
Hey,
Opposed? Unanimous. Seeing the representatives of the athletic field renovation project
They'd be fine if you
here,
sign
I would suggest that we skip over the town-owned land review.
Yep.
Proceed with the rest of the business first. So with that,
Well, board members, as you know, the Turf Field Committee and Gale Associates participated in a bid opening, which took place back on July 1st. And at that time, there were a number of bids that were received. You have a copy of the spreadsheet that will go through the packet. 11 bids. All of the bids that were received were reviewed by the engineer and reviewed by the Turf Field Committee. And I believe committee members are here this evening to provide you with a recommendation consistent with the vote of town meeting, which gives the board the ability to approve the bid prior to a contract being approved.
I stand corrected, there were 10 bids, I'm sorry.
it's my understanding that the recommendation is to award the bid to the low bidder, which is ROD Group.
The good thing is this is actually some good news for us. You know, we haven't had an awful lot
I
of
know.
good news in relation to financial and money matters of project undertakings for a long time.
So-
And, you know, so it's,
So I have some basic questions based on what the alternates were. So the base bid was,
$1,298,000.
yes, but what did it cover?
It basically covers the track, the field, fencing, practice field, and pad for the bleachers. We were not gonna construct the bleachers, that was gonna be a bid alternate.
So the alternate one says bleacher pad.
Not including, up until not including the bleacher pad.
Okay.
There's a
Then
track-
alternate
track-
one-
That is alternate
Track
one.
field, everything else cleaned up, the D areas where they do the shot put and everything else, the practice field will be put back together, and, that's it.
Okay, and then alternate one is the bleacher pad, and two is the ball, what's the ball netting?
Ball netting so that when they're, lacrosse or whatever, they can't kick the ball out and have it bump into the kids playing track over there or something else. It's the netting that you put up to stop the balls from going into the street, into the driveway that comes up by the high school.
Okay, and then the third alternate was track equipment.
Right, because they were going to 8 lanes instead of 6, there are about 20 more hurdles they have to buy, a hurdle jump, high jump landing cover for that, so it's associated track instead.
And an alternate 4 with the bleachers.
Bleachers and press.
Okay. But there was talk originally, and maybe it's in the base bid, that the pads for lighting and
Absolutely,
conduits were gonna be put in place.
just the fixtures, all the fixtures that you need for where the lights are gonna go, everything below it, no electrical.
Okay, so there's no change in that.
No, absolutely, that'll be in there also.
And then, there was a contingency of how much?
10%, and that brings it.
Which is not shown on the list that I have here, I guess.
To make it easier, you tell me, this was what our pre-bids were, this is what Red came in at.
Mm-hmm.
So here, this number, this is our soft cost, which is the engineering, this is the 10%, this brings it to here, and everything down, so if that's a help to you.
Okay, so the contingency of 10% is.
Right.
What, 168, was it 167, 168,000 contingent?
Fix that. Mr.
It shows what our pre-bid numbers were, we listed what RAD came in at, we listed, so if you follow RAD across, it shows the subtotal, which is their base bid, it shows you alternate 1, 2, 3, and 4, for a total of $1,666,668. The soft cost, which is $98,000, was our engineering cost.
Those are Gail's costs.
The contingency of 10% is $166,800 if we have to spend that, bringing the grand total to $1,932,800. The column beside it shows you the Hillview funds. We have the $2 million. We have 21 already raised. We have $2,021. So it shows you we have an excess already. If we used every penny of the contingency, we have an excess of $88,200 to move towards the lights. If we don't have to use the contingency, which is 166, we have anywhere between 88,000 and 255 available for the lights. So I just tried to break it down so you see that we have enough money to
Okay,
do the
and
project.
if you went over the contingency for whatever reason, you have additional $88,000 that would be
Correct.
applied.
And just so you know also, once you sign the contract, you sign it up to the subtotal plus the 4 alternates. We will know within 30 days if there's some major issue. Once they go under the ground and find out if there's any major issue, at that point, you negotiate with the RAD and you say, for some reason, we can't afford the bleachers, it would just be a delete in the contract, and that would be negotiated out, so you'd have enough money to complete. So you're not putting the town at any risk to sign anything that you can't get out of, if for some reason you found something in the ground.
Okay, and then I spoke to Larry Diamond, board members, the other day, and he had said that, I don't know if you recall, but the treasurer has borrowed on a short-term ban $2 million. And that was to, and that ban was through September 1st. And the intent was at that point to convert to either full-time bonding or add another ban. And I guess Hillview is interested in that be another ban for 1 more year.
Right,
Which gives them a little bit of cushion associated with the weather and whatever's been going on. So,
yeah, and their cash flow as far as, whatever the weather brings as far as the cash flow for Hillview and their bonds dropping off. Coming the year would give them enough
the only
cushion.
concern that I raised was how much of a gamble we might be taking with interest rate. A year from now. So there's an element, we know
conversation with Hillview,
I think that
between
we
now and
should-
September
I think we should,
as to,
take a
I
look
agree.
at what's going on. Things that I've read suggest the interest rates are gonna go up. Not necessarily immediately, but, so that would be my
and the other thing
concern
is
with
do we
it.
generally go out, just once a year on the,
Well,
that's the other
I
thing too.
gather based on
Yeah, I think
the
that's what she's trying to
motion
do.
she was taking, she's trying to get everything
Right.
on a September first,
Right, but again, we may be able to alter that schedule too if we think it's warranted, 6 months into the, rather than waiting a full year. So we talked to the treasurer about that. So if you go back out.
Keep an eye on things.
It just tends to be a little bit expensive because we have to prepare an official statement and go through a bond rating, so that's why we try to do it only once a year.
Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
well, that may be an insignificant amount based on some increase in
Right.
interest rates. So I think I'm just making a note.
Right, and that in combination with they'll be trying to keep things in balance too. Might be worth just taking a look at, and again, we need, obviously, I need to have the conversation sooner rather than later.
Okay, so I'll ask the board members if they have any questions.
Yeah, I do.
Regarding, this, bid. Mr.
Well,
Bean.
yes, I guess I do. It's not really to the committee, but thank you for your work. These figures I have in front of me now, these do include interest payments, correct?
No,
These are
that's,
total
that's the total
Oh,
cost.
this is the total
That's just the
cost.
total cost of the project,
Okay,
if you're gonna pay cash for it. No, it'll be interest
Okay.
carrying costs that Hillview's gonna pick up
okay.
on an annual
It's gonna be a
basis.
20-year bond.
It's a 20-year
Okay, oh,
bond.
yeah, okay, that's what I just wanted, so in other words, that could be, we hope not, but it could be more.
Oh, it will be.
It
Oh,
will
it'll be more, just like
than
when you're
they're
mortgaging a home.
anticipating. Okay,
No. Yeah, they're borrowing the $2 million.
yep, right,
You know,
okay.
As you recall, when Mr. Diamond made the presentation.
Yeah,
and you
I
looked at
do
the,
now, yeah.
Debt payments that they could sustain.
Yep.
And what's dropping off,
Right.
we're right at the cusp of being able to
Yeah.
cover that without any
Better
concern
stop
at
raining
all.
soon.
Well, I think that's why he suggested.
Actually, believe it or not, they had a good June.
Did they?
Did they really?
We had a good, I sit on the Hillview Committee, we had
Yeah.
a very good June, considering all the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, did
Taking
you?
a lot of Monday
Good.
groups. We planned ahead. The management company that runs the golf course for us, I thought made some great decisions on kind of revamping their strategy. And if you look back 3-year history, our June was most impressive. We didn't miss last year by all that much, considering all the rain we had.
Considering the rain, yeah.
And, maybe we'll hit a bit of good luck here. We're off to a half-decent July, according to the extended forecast.
Very good. Any other questions? Sean?
What would be the cost to complete the lighting?
Anywhere probably between $260 to $360, depending on which one we use. And we were hoping that, at this point, that those numbers might come down 22 to 25%, like everything else in the project has.
You do have the waiver for the bathrooms in here, correct? You know what my issue is.
We have a copy. I think we sent it on to, we sent it on. to the
You
select-
received it, that's all I'm saying. I'm not looking to see it,
Oh,
but
absolutely, we did.
We have it in writing.
do you know what area they're going to use for a staging area? I know it's a concern.
Everything inside, but we're not gonna, everything will be inside the existing football field now. Nothing on the practice field, because we don't want to attempt to touch the 50-year clay pipes in the middle of the field.
Terrific, great work. Numbers are fantastic.
Thank you.
Jeffrey?
Yeah, really, it is true, great work, it's fantastic. Quick question, these economic times, you hear a lot of people businesses going out and under. Did Gail do a financial on, RID?
So,
Do we not have to worry about them,
that's the way it runs. They were top in the field. We were very fortunate to get them at a low time for them, that they're so good and so big that they own all their equipment. So the idea to low bid this one is to keep their employees working, because they try not to lay the people off either. So other companies, maybe 8 of the other 10 companies have to go out and rent equipment to do a job, so they have to put those costs in here. At this point, the number